Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It's Marcus Williams who got in there to knock that away. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set on! Ready! Finish up! Hey, report! Report! Set on!
They'll try the right side with Henry. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Ravens hit 7-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Jackson now. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A quick throw here out to Brown. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Hill will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. That one into the hands of Flowers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Dana able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Running left to give to Pacheco. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
In motion left, Hardman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down as a tackle made at the 18.
And this is just a little touch pass. He sent the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
180. Nice shot. Go.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This second and 4. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third down and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, report! Report!
And Walker has it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 quarters in the books.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on!
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Nnamdi Madubuike
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jackson to throw.
And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes going to throw it here.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
55 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And really, it looked